What's going on, folks? DK with StarCraft Inconsummate here, made by Raynor. Gotta play in patch 1.16 for this modded campaign. And yeah, well, going right into it. I was also thinking of playing this Nomad, but I'm thinking of how to run that mod and play it in Windows mode, so I'm trying to figure that out. Otherwise, I think I might play it remastered, but without the mods. But anyway, let's play the first mission here. Playable map. War, Act of God. A group of Raynor's raiders respond to a distress signal in the Zerg-infested province of Aiur, crafted by Raynor. I like that echo sound from the Zerg at the end, towards the end. Yggdrasil Bilrog, or however you pronounce that. 1 week after the invasion of Aiur. So this is between episode 2 and 3? Well, after episode 2, I guess.
The Overmind's plan has been jeopardized by these Terrans, Tuzor, and we seem to be no closer to removing them from the planet.
They were an unforeseen threat, gone. One that none of us were prepared for. And even still, their meddling will prove to be of little consequence for my brood.
You seem rather quick to dismiss their significance, Cerebrate. A rather reckless assertion from one whose plans have failed to bear fruit.
Surely I need not prove my mettle again. After I alone paved the way for this invasion.
Your first creation may have done its duty, Tuzor, but I have far less faith in your newest pet. Using the Terrans against one another is pointless when your brood can simply eradicate.
Yet my brood cannot simply eradicate them, can it? A good portion of my swarm has not made contact in several days, and I can only presume that they have been destroyed, along with the Magnate. And with the rest of the Overmind's brood spread thin as they are, we need an alternative to brute force. Focus on finding the Firstborn's leaders. Allow me to worry about the Terrans.
Do not forget, Cerebrate, that your warriors must deliver results. The Swarm may yet be beaten back by the Defenders, and failure at this stage is not an option.
As if I could forget the stakes. I will report my success soon.
Tuzor and Gwander. Chapter 1. Act of God. And now we get to see the Terrans talking inside their dropship.
When the truth is found.
Meanwhile, Raiders dropship.
I don't believe this shit.
Stow it, Marine. I'm responsible for saving your ass when the Zerg bend you over. That means I'm in charge of the radio.
Yeah? What about my ears? Who's gonna save them?
Maybe this specialist will have some earplugs for you. What's his name again? Francesco?
Mission report says Francisco Goska. He's supposed to be some ex-Confederate ghost.
I don't know why Raynor okayed this operation. We're no friends of the Confederacy.
No, but on this shithole, anything that ain't Zerg is a friendly. And having a ghost around could be useful. I heard they can sense shit. You know, with their mind powers.
Oh, gimme a break. Half the shit you say is straight out of a science fiction book. Besides, for all we know, this guy could be dead by now.
That's not good.
What the hell was that?
Pilot, have we been hit?
Negative! The rest of the ships are down. Skies are too hot. I'm bringing us to the surface. Get ready for a rough landing.
Oh, shit!
Jump, Marine! Jump!
Gosh, I love all the music score in this modded campaign. End of briefing and objectives unknown yet. Let's get started here. Gotta boost up our game speed. Province of Aiur. That's the dropship like crashing. The sound just now.
Is anyone still alive?
Sound off! And if you're wounded, crawl your ass over here.
These fucking Zerg don't know when to fucking quit.
We're probably the only survivors, but that doesn't mean you get to check out. Form up! We're close to the source of the distress signal, so let's get moving before the Zerg come to admire their work.
This ghost had better be worth all this.
Determine the fate of Francisco Goska. At least one of each unit type must survive.
Fire it up.
Okay.
Naturally.
And I'm assuming this medic is the dropship pilot or something. And this medic was in the mission briefing.
Slamming. You got it.
And we need to have all our units survive, I believe. Otherwise it's gonna be hard. It says one, like, each type of unit, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be hard if I lose even one single unit here.
You got it.
Who's your daddy now?
Do I even need to tell you to shut up after that one?
No, ma'am.
Naturally.
Okay, unfortunately I lost by 5 recklessly, so now I gotta play more safe here.
Yes.
And as you can see, this is a modded campaign
Naturally.
because well, I mean obviously you can see all these new like terrain characters, some doodads.
You got it. Slamming.
Like look at this, like
You got it.
is that an infested tail? No, that's not it. That's a hydralist for sure.
Naturally. Let's burn.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot my version of Chaos Launcher. Like my digital volume doesn't turn on, so I gotta turn that on later
Holy shit, it's him.
via YouTube.
Finally. Hey, identify yourself. At ease, soldier. You already know who I am.
Man, I told you he had mind powers.
Quite. Specialist Francisco Goska, at your service. I'm pleased to see such friendly faces here.
Friendly faces? In case you haven't noticed, we lost a lot of good men coming to save your sorry ass. So you better clue us in on what the hell is going on, stat!
Very well. I am in possession of comprehensive research conducted by the Confederacy. It contains everything you need to know to end this invasion
for good. I was on my way to deliver it to your commander when my ship met the same fate as yours. Once I have delivered this information to Raynor in person, your Zerg problem will be put to rest permanently.
How do we know you're telling the truth?
If you doubt my intentions, you need only ask yourself why the Zerg diverted so many of their creatures here after I arrived. They don't want this information getting into their enemies' hands.
I'm still not sure I trust you, Specialist.
I have had it up to here with these goddamn Zerg! Lead the way, sir. We got your back.
Not like we have a better option.
Excellent. We had better get moving.
Reach the Northern Raiders outpost. Goska must survive.
Need medical attention?
Not
Reporting.
like we have better options,
Yes.
but obviously not because Goska can solo all these Raiders units.
Reporting. Yes.
Anyway, we wanna
Understood.
move Goska in the front. He has
Yes.
the same age he has Lieutenant Sarah Killian
Going.
before she was infested.
Your commands.
Yes, and obviously
Yes.
she had the cloak ability, but Goska doesn't have that.
Moving.
That's this much more
Your commands.
like stun grenade, better stun grenade here,
Yes. Terminate that structure before the Zerg gain any more ground.
which immobilizes buildings.
Just call me Arnold, boss.
I'm not interested in your name, Private.
Not much of a movie goer, are you?
Your commands. Understood.
Not bad.
I'm here. Understood.
Yeah, I like that.
Moving.
That custom attack itself.
I'm here.
Feels like the olden days.
Fired up. Your commands.
Well, this is like the year like 2500, and these like future like Terrans, future human beings are using some old technology.
Ah, shit! Stand your ground. I can stun them for a short time.
Yeah, sure. Do that.
Your
It's a very overpowered skill in my
Going.
opinion. And the energy cost is very modest, like 75? Yeah. Yeah, that robotics facility there.
Reporting.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
When I first watched this from a different YouTuber,
Understood.
I think I watched 2 YouTubers
Yes.
like uploading this, like playing this too.
Understood.
It was like I was having that raging boner, you know, like, just from the music score,
Reporting.
of course the voice acting, and most of all just this stuff. Like, you see this, like, and then let's go back over here. Like, you see all this terrain work here? Like, goodness, that is just some dedication, you know.
Yes. Yes. I'm here. Understood.
Alright, and I think there's a something calling in the front.
Going. Ready.
And I like how Goska has this passive,
Reporting.
like, so instead of using the
Your
skill, he also has a percentage to use his stun grenade
Yes.
skill, or something like that.
Understood.
Alright, anyway, let's go.
Moving.
Shit! We got a colony at 12 o'clock.
My stun grenade will make short work.
That shit works on buildings too? Nice.
It works on anything and everything. Now get ready to fire.
Yes, sir.
Moving.
Oh, even that damage.
Going. Understood.
But unfortunately, I know what's gonna happen to these blue units here.
Going.
It's kind of sad, but you know, what can you do?
Give me something to shoot.
I'm here.
There's nothing over here. Just more terrain work. And then you might be wondering, oh, DK, you said this takes place in the original campaign timeline, so why does the Raynors have medics? You know? But I mean, you gotta keep in mind, in the lore, in the actual lore, they did like use medics. But of course they didn't have the UV medics like that restoration or optic flare or whatever.
Understood.
And then I believe Pronovo said that, like, you know, without medics, this gameplay would be a lot more difficult or nearly impossible. So that's why he included the medics.
That should be the last of them. I'm picking up the signal of a crashed dropship at the base of this cliff. Investigate it while I make sure the area is clear. 5 by 5, sir.
In the pipe, 5 by 5. Run, you fools!
Goska! Strolium. I didn't think you were still alive.
You lead these Terrans. You destroy our swarms. Why?
Calm yourself, Magnate. Tuzor told me you were dead. I believed these Zerg to be feral, even when I sensed you, faintly. Were you in hiding?
We remain beneath the surface. We wait for Terrans to leave. But they do not leave. They stay. Why?
The Raiders have been on high alert ever since you landed here. Gorn has been probing the Protoss for weakness, but these Terrans seem more competent than we gave them credit for. I was trying to meet with their leader, but without any witnesses to vouch for me, we need a new plan.
No plan. We destroy Terrans and Protoss, and claim this province for our swarms. You help.
If I help you, they'll know my allegiance with absolute certainty. But if I warn them of your plans, well, then they'll have a reason to trust me.
You help them? You help our enemies?
It is part of a bigger picture, Magnate. And besides, I have the utmost confidence in your abilities. I will make contact when I can, and feed you information. But you will not have the element of surprise.
We do not like bigger picture. Go! We will prepare.
I like how, yeah, Pronovo keeps, you know, faith with the color scheme still. Destroy the Raiders outpost, destroy both Protoss forts. Strolium must survive. Let's get this started here, folks. Now that we're out of the micro portion, we're back to macro. And we have this badass Defiler here, which, by the way, I hardly ever use. What you will call it, Defilers in general. But yeah, I feel like having this Defiler hero was the right choice for a modded campaign, because all the other Zerg hero units like what you call it, like Divine ones, hunting killers, they're so generic, you know, like they just do attacks and stuff. But when you see like a Defiler doing some kind of attack,
we have no Vespene here. We search for a geyser soon.
Yes, Mr. Strolium. Yes, Magnate. Like, what was I saying? So, like, when you see a Defiler doing some kind of attack, like, it just makes it like, oh gosh, this is so cool, you know, like, because you normally never see a Defiler attacking. certainly not the unclean one, the Defiler hero unit. And like look at this too. Like, do you see this like the spawning pool like having this like glitter right here? Like, gosh, just the small things that make this custom this modded campaign looks much more refined, you know, than the other ones.
Master.
But anyway, we need to just find some kind of gas. Sure, but first of all, I'm gonna macro up with drones. When you're a Zerg player, the first thing you want to do is obviously macro up and get drone. You know, that just pull out more drones.
Require more minerals.
That's just a standard Zerg opening. And you notice, oh DK, what the heck is this? Smart rally. So when you like rally like this, the drones will automatically go and mine. But the only bad thing about this is that I think, like, if you like create a Zergling, then the Zerglings will go over there and just stay still. So again, it's like the StarCraft 2 feature, but as an old StarCraft 1 player, it's kind of unnecessary for me at least. So yeah.
All right, boys and girls, let's 86 these Zerg, pronto!
Terrans attack us. We use lurkers to defend the hive cluster.
Oh gosh, there's a tank there.
Ready. Yes.
Alright, that's fine. Need to make a bunch of Zerglings for now.
Ready. Waiting.
Oh yeah, I need to make a something here. And we can also consume our Zergling for more energy and health too. And look at how fast, like, accurate venom.
We go.
It's like just tears apart like ground units.
Waiting.
With his magnet maul. I think this is the ranged attack. Is that supposed to be acid venom or just accurate venom? I don't know what accurate means, but I guess that's intended. Yeah, we have quite a bit of minerals here, so I'm gonna just keep, you know, making more hatcheries, macro hatcheries. And I believe there's nothing down over here, so but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna send my overlords out there. And for those who might be like wondering, DK, are you gonna turn on the music sound, you know, the Zerg music? What is that? The digital volume? Well, I don't know. Later on. Not this mission. I'm already playing, so I'm in the zone, guys. I cannot. If I like go on YouTube and turn on the Zerg music thing, it's gonna mess up my tempo right now. So screw all that. Yeah. Once you make like 50 Zerglings or so, it'll be fine, I guess. 50 supplies of Zerglings. Or control, whatever Zerg calls it, control, yeah, not supply. You still have hefty amount of minerals.
Ready.
Right now.
Command.
You can also morph our idols into legendaries. Once you have enough gas info.
We move.
Alright, go attack that.
Go. We destroy this structure now.
Okay. Okay, let's eat up some Zerglings here. Oscar's pretty far, I guess. Look at that, he does everything by himself. Alright, let's bring Goska back here. Alright, well that looks fine.
We move.
So anything down here? No, just a lot of fog of war that needs to be revealed. Okay, there we go. I might consider another sunken colony here, probably. Okay, let's read some of the description here. So Dark Swarm is same thing, obviously. Consume after a short delay, an allied Zerg unit is sacrificed, restoring 25 health and 50 energy to a caster. So it's a bit different from the regular consume, because the regular consume only restores 50 energy, but this one also restores health. And in this passive, the Strolium is the Magnate, a hyper-evolved strain of Zerg. It attacks ground units in melee range and attacks air units with its potent venom that you can consume to restore health and energy. So I like all that tooltip. You normally never ever see StarCraft Warrior with tooltips like that. But this kind of reminds me of Warcraft 3 in a way too. Like, you know, like when you have those Warcraft 3 heroes, you have all those like skills with all the description and whatnot. Something like that. Alright, let's keep macroing up here. I might need to make one more drone at this. Get all this.
Ready.
Okay, and then I believe there was a geyser somewhere up here, if I remember correctly.
We expand our reach. Our swarms claim this geyser.
Yeah, right here. You see this geyser right here? It's only 1465 or 62. It's fine. Our forces are under attack. Okay, let's bring this here.
Command.
Yeah, I was already is enough for that. And we're extending right here. And see, and then another thing I need to mention about this modded campaign, like, we don't have this, like...
Strolium, I was able to convince the raiders that your attacks would come from the low ground. The high ground flank should be relatively unguarded, but you'll have to make your attacks quick. They'll begin to defend it. Our swarms will kill them all! We move!
Yeah, we're fine there. Like I was saying, so you know, like this, like minerals and gas placement is not like not a super ideal placement. That's just the thing that I like to see, you know. And obviously,
what the hell? Goska said this place was safe.
Who gives a shit what he said? Shoot the damn Zerg!
oh no, not my Kaiserist.
Command! We move!
Yeah, our Zerg's doing fine here. I'll just wait.
We go!
Okay, let's move some drones here, I guess. Did I mix that? Okay, let's move out. So nothing in the lower side of the map. It's just nothing there. Okay, there. Well, that looks good. Just gotta be careful with the Protoss here. And I will soon harvest gas for my upgrades. I think this is melee upgrade and this is range upgrade. So that's pretty cool too, you know. Like you don't usually see stuff like that too. Like two variations of attacks for a StarCraft 1 hero. Still good fun. And I guess I kind of understand why Consume doesn't work on larvas. It would have been very abusable in my opinion. So it's good to see that this doesn't work on larva. Invalid target. Hey, let's upgrade melee here. We can like backdoor the Terrans or just attack it. No, it doesn't matter.
Zerg, get the tank ready.
It doesn't really matter.
We use Dark Swarm to protect our swarms from the Terran.
Yes, Mr. Magnet, destroy you. Well, I need to eat some Zerglings here. Because we just lost a lot of Zerglings here. Okay, and now I can make Hydra instead. Probably. Yeah, let's go. So, Zergling is the key to this map. Yeah, we lost all our minerals here. And I might probably bring lurkers here this time. Alright, let's try to eat some Zerglings here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that should take care of that. You know, I could have waited a little bit and then marched assault after I had my upgrade, but I'm a very impatient man. Oh, I gotta be careful with that too. Good. I thought I was gonna lose that Sunken Colony, but we're fine now. I can bring this level too, I guess. So although we're limited with only the hatchery tier units, you can still make lurkers, so that's good to know. Alright, well, let's get that grass. Now we're gonna have this overload. Scout there. This one's gonna scout all the way here and move back to here. And I did say I was gonna make a Hydra stem, which I never did. You know, I never realized the Raynor's Raiders were already on Aiur at this point of time, but I think Prono will explain why they're there. So, I forgot which video it was that he explained it, but yeah. This injured Zergling must be our food for sure. Well, that takes care of that.
Good work, Strolium. The Terrans have been dealt with. We ensure our enemies die.
Okay.
Command.
And now we just need to get rid of some Protoss units.
Careful, Magnate. Protoss Archon lies within that shrine. The Protoss must fall. We slay them now.
And unfortunately for the Protoss, they do not have any detectors, so whoop-de-doo. Alright. See, I see, and then you see, you just saw that Zealot right there. They're like, look at this. He's doing some disco dance, like he's like honing his side blades. Like that's another stuff that like it's like a taunt, you know.
The Zerg seek to desecrate our shrine. We shall cleanse this blight from Aiur. Templar to arms. Waiting, Master.
So yeah, just that's.
We lay waste to Protoss structures. Our swarms march.
So just that like a taunt. I wouldn't say a taunt, but like just that custom like stuff like this makes the game even more enjoyable in my opinion. Because usually Zealots will just like stand around and occasionally turn around and stuff, but yeah. Oh, whoops, I didn't have to throw. I meant to consume here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, let's see. What do we have here? We're almost done with this. Let's keep moving forward here. Look at this. Templar Archive. And then over here should be fine. Unfortunately, our lurkers are too fat to like cramp themselves in there, so I'll just have to move around like this.
Our swarms prove Zerg superior.
Yes, indeed. And I like how Goska talks.
The Protoss are no longer a threat. We know this from the start.
And I think that concludes it. All Terran and Protoss forces have been destroyed. Strolium has survived. Objectives completed here.
Magnate, with Elar under our control, it is now safe to contact Tuzor. Our Cerebrit will be pleased to know that you still live. Our swarms bolster their ranks. We contact Master. We move.
And that should conclude this one here. Well, it wasn't that dandy. Woo! 31 minutes, and that was just the first mission. And each mission gradually becomes harder. So I gotta keep that in mind, and it's gonna take more time. But I'm going for each mission. One mission is gonna be one video exam, even if it takes. I'm not gonna divide it, you know, into segments, because that's not my thing. So, but anyway, I hope you all enjoy watching this. I certainly enjoy playing this. My only criticism would be like the change in color for the Raynor's Raiders, like from blue to teal, like at the end when we switched our factions from turn to Zerg. But again, that's just me being a douche. But you know that, yeah, no need to worry about that. But anyway, yeah, this was DK here. Hope you all enjoy watching, and I hope to see you next time for this modded campaign by Pronoco. Anyway, signing off for now.